The Israeli cabinet held an emergency.
They know what you like.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good to have you with us here on our Wednesday broadcast on the Farm and Ranch Radio Network. And the news highlights today, the USDA Secretary John Block has announced the opening of the Farmer Hill Reserve Program for the 1981 crop. Farmers with 1980 crop corn, sorghum, and barley currently under the regular Commodity Credit Corporation price support loan may enter grain immediately into the Farmer Hill Reserve.
And yesterday, the Chicago soybean futures market closed slightly higher. November was $6.68 1/4, up 3.5 cents a bushel. January 6.88 1/2, up 3, and March up a couple of cents at 7.08 3/4. The corn futures were a little higher. December corn 2.97 1/4, up 2.5. March corn up 2 1/4, closing 3.15. Prices in the wheat futures were higher. December wheat 4.29 1/2, up almost 2. March wheat up 2 cents a bushel, 4.56 1/4.
Our markets fluctuated mainly the part of the day yesterday because of the situation in Egypt. The gold market went up and down all day long. The futures settled $16 to $18 higher, and what the trade said was reaction to the assassination of the Egyptian President Anwar Sadat. Gold was the first to react to that assassination, moving to the $20 limit. Initial denials by the Egyptian government that Sadat had died caused prices to drop off the highs, and then there was never enough momentum to carry them higher again despite confirmation on his death.
In what ways have you seen the farming change?
Well, it changed what I can see. People used to farm on all these hills around here. The people used to work, but today, I don't know what happened, but the people, they don't work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Just about a few people work. Those out there trying to work, they'll laugh at them, honey, we working so hard for.
Mm-hmm.
But when I want $100, I don't have to go to them. I know they're going to loan me anything. I have to work for it. I think every person should work if they want anything.
What do you think's caused this change?
Well, in the farming?
Yeah.
Oh, well, the little farmer, I don't think, just look like the little farmer just about done going out of business.
Mm-hmm.
He can't operate. I mean, machines and things is high, and of course, I believe they could do a little better if they would go to work, and if they want something, you have to work for it. You know, I don't think, well, the little farmer, he just will give up.
Mm-hmm.
And just a mighty few people want to farm. And I think it's good money out here if the people would be interested in trying to farm. It's good money here. I know it's money here. And they'd be helping themselves. Next, first thing, they'd be helping themselves.
Leo Burroughs cultivates several hundred acres of row crops, mostly by hand. He grows potatoes, collards, tomatoes, beans, sugarcane, and other things without any chemicals and only a few small machines. He sells through local stores, farmers markets, and off the back of his truck. People from nearby come to pick their own. It is hard, steady work, and he likes it.
I'd put it back up to about 7 gallons. I was really kind of shooting for a little less than that, but I'm going to go with that. I think I want a lot of coverage anyway. That means you're going to be putting out about 20 gallons total spray. We're going to be shooting for a pint and a half Buster grain. So 160 gallons, you're going over about 8 acres. And 1.5 pint, 12 pint, 6 quart. We'll try that at 6 quarts, and 8 times 3 would be 24 ounces of 2,4-DB.
You get big for 2 reasons. One reason is trying to make more money. And that's the American way of life. The second reason is you get in a trap, which is what most farmers do. They've got a lot of money invested. Half their life they've been working at this business, and when they get in a trap of owing a big debt service, they got to figure out how to get out of it. And the only way you can get out of it is making more money. So if you want to make more money and you're not getting as much for it, why you try to work more land. This creates more surplus and more problems.
King cotton, once the staple crop of this region, supported generations of free black and white farmers, as well as less fortunate sharecroppers. It was the economic base of the legendary southern plantations. Now only substantial farmers like Chandler and Sons can afford to grow cotton. It is a crop which represents the modern farming experience. Less a relationship to the land, more a manipulation of the technology upon which the growing of cotton is now totally dependent. This cotton, the foundation of the Chandler agribusiness operation, has now become so expensive to produce that they are unable to sell it at a profit. Soybeans, like cotton, are an agribusiness crop. For years, soybeans were promoted as a miracle crop, a high profit maker, because of their easy accommodation to large-scale mechanical and chemical methods. And like cotton, soybeans became a losing proposition when the cost of the technology and machinery required to produce them skyrocketed. Besides getting his pasture ready for fall, Buster Hartley must harvest his final soybean crop. At current prices, he will recoup far less than he spent to produce them. He does not work for gain, but to reduce his losses.
That chain's supposed to be able to flop halfway up and down between the middle ways and the top low up there.
Go down.
I'm talking about not down, up. Supposed to be able to pull it halfway up.
Like the Chandlers, Buster Hartley often finds himself at the mercy of mechanization. The machinery itself is so complex that breakdowns are frequent. And without the presence of a full-time maintenance crew, valuable hours of each farmer's day must be spent on equipment repair.
Buster, before you close it, would you tell us, what did it turn out to be?
I don't know for sure. I just hope it was this belt that was slipping and causing a problem, but it did it again a while ago, and we don't know where it was just loose or because it was running sideways here or what. I'm just going to solve the problem.
That's about the cost.
Yeah, the cost on it was $115
Just for that belt?
for that one belt. Plus driving 40 miles after.